So if you had to guess what the most commonly asked question on this channel is, what would you guess? How did you grow that beard? Stick around on my channel to see a video dedicated to beard growth, but if you want to know the main reason now as to how I can grow this beard, it's just because I'm a very hairy guy. Hey guys, my name is George, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about grooming. So I know that every guy is not as hairy as I am. In fact, I'm probably one of the hairiest guys I know, but that doesn't mean that grooming isn't important for everyone. So what are the reasons to groom? I mean, especially now we're going into the winter, what's the point? What is the point? Nobody's going to see anything anyways. Well, I mean, you could be right, but at the same time, you know what's there. You want to look in the mirror yourself and feel confident. You just want to look good, and if it isn't winter, I mean, this is a good skill to practice all year round. It's a habit that you can build. You shouldn't just be grooming your face just because that's the only thing that people can see. You should know yourself that you have the ability to look good everywhere, regardless of where people's eyes are landing. And if you have a girlfriend or you're going to the beach or whatever, regardless of if you prefer having hair or not having hair, grooming is still important. I myself way prefer having a little bit of hair, but if I was to let myself grow out, I would be literally a gorilla. So let's play a game, all right? So I'm gonna start from the bottom and work my way up, and let's create a little grooming checklist, see what people are doing and not doing, all right? So let's start with the beginning, the very bottom. Feet, all right? Feet are kind of gross. I know guys, look, if you're squeamish about feet, I'm sorry that there's a tiny clip of my gross, freaking tuft hair feet, right? I understand, but you need to trim your toenails. It is so important, you have no idea, both for hygiene reasons and also it just looks so gross. I don't know if it's one of my pet peeves, but like, you can't let your toenails grow out. So cut those toenails, all right? And if you have hairy feet like me, if you're like a hobbit from Lord of the Rings, apart from the height, make sure you give it a little trim. I'm not saying shave it or anything. It's probably a bit weird for people who have hairy feet to fully shave their feet, but at least a trim. So that's what I do. I keep it trimmed. Moving up slightly, we've got our legs. Now this is honestly probably the least important place where you would need to groom as a guy. Many guys don't, and honestly, most of the time I don't either. I do it maybe about 3 to 4 times a year, so really not that often. But because I don't do it often, when I do it, I make sure that it's fairly short just because I can't be bothered to keep doing it. I prefer having my hair a little bit longer on my legs, even longer than what I've trimmed it to. But because it's an area that I really rarely maintain, I just think it's easier to make it shorter for a little bit. My hair grows out quick anyways, so it's fine. Honestly, when it comes to legs, it's up to you if you want to keep them shaved or if you want to keep them fully hairy. That is up to you. I like going somewhere in between for the most part, so yeah, that's what I do with my legs. And no, it's not gay to shave your legs. In fact, there are reasons for it, just like your whole body. If you get rid of hair, you might look a little bit more hairless, which is fine for some people, not so fine for others. But it might, for example, define your muscles if you're going to the gym. So that's something to keep in mind. If you've got some wedge leg muscles, maybe consider trimming it down, you know? All right, moving up, we've got our torso and chest area. Now guys, please excuse the fact that I am bulking and I've got a little bit of chub, you know, it's fine. We've all been there. And also, I have purposely not groomed for this video. So the fact that I'm looking pretty hairy, just allow it, guys, okay? And allow the fact that I've just eaten a big old burrito. Probably shouldn't have done that for this video. Anyways, what I like to do is, yet again, trim it down, but I am a hairy guy. I'm gonna accept it. I'm not gonna completely get rid of all my hair, but on my stomach, I'm gonna keep it pretty short, and then on my chest, also very short, but enough so I can see it, because I like seeing a little bit of chest hair. I think it gives you a manly vibe, but also, yet again, if you prefer to have it shaven, that's cool. I mean, if you've got some sick abs and pecs, then it could be your best option. And if you've got tattoos, you know, you might wanna shave it so you can see your tattoos. Yet again, similar to the legs, this is personal preference, but I get very, very hairy arms and I just give them a little bit of a trim. All right, yet again, similar to legs, I don't do this often. I do this maybe 4 times a year. All right, guys, now the back. Yeah, probably the worst place to get hair, both because in my opinion it doesn't look great and because it's a hard spot to get to in terms of grooming. As I used a back blade, okay? So a back blade is like an extendable blade. It's like a back scratcher, but it's got a dry shaving razor on it. And then you just kind of scratch your back hair away. It's kind of gross, but it does the job, all right? And yeah, it's probably my least favorite place that I grow hair, but I get rid of it, so it's okay. Moving up even further, this is the place where all of you are hopefully already doing your grooming constantly because it's very visible to everyone, and if you're anything like me, I can connect my head hair to my toes, so keeping that in line is very important. Shaving my neck. If you have a beard, cool, keep that nice and maintained. If you have stubble, that's cool too. If you have nothing, keep it clean shaven, that's cool. Just make sure you do what makes you feel nicely groomed and well presented. It'll boost your confidence, it'll make you look better. It's more hygienic to groom in general. And then we're moving on to my eyebrows. A lot of you guys ask me how I do my eyebrows. I literally just use a tweezer. I'm not gonna show you a tutorial in this video, but it's as simple as getting a tweezer and plucking the extra hairs that you don't like, mostly in the glabella, which is just the center bit of your eyebrows. And do not forget about your nose, all right? Not everyone needs this because not everyone has a hairy nose, but I have a little bit of hair in my nose and I just gotta get rid of it. It makes you feel a little bit weird, makes your eyes tear up a little bit, but it's fine. Like, you're doing it to feel and look good. It clears your airway. I suppose things that don't really apply to me, if you've got ear hair, then you gotta get rid of that as well. This one does apply to me, but not so much now. You know the hair on your neck where you, like let's say you have a skin fade and you've got it nicely faded, but then on your neck you've got hair, you might want to trim that out. But because I'm growing my hair out, it kind of covers it for the most part. Like if it is there in the first place, it usually is. And the bits that are on my back I just shave with the rest of my back, so it's not a big deal. One that I didn't mention, but it's pretty damn obvious, fingernails. Like, come on, keep those nice and clean. Nobody likes grubby fingernails. When you see like little bits of dirt underneath people's fingernails that are just really long, it's like, ooh, yeah, hygiene, right? It's not great. So you want to keep them nice and short. So yeah, guys, I mean, pretty simple video. That is my little checklist of things I do when I'm grooming. I do most of them every single week, apart from my legs and my arms. Some I do multiple times a week, like my face, like my neck. My beard grows ridiculously quickly, so just have to keep maintaining it. So yeah, that is my grooming checklist. What about you guys? Did I forget anything? Tell me what you do out of this list and maybe more in the comments below. But yeah, please do like, subscribe to my channel. I mean, the support's been brilliant so far, so thank you guys for that. Little update, my hair is looking a bit crazy right now. I haven't done much to it today, but what do you guys think? Like, it's getting this curly thing at the back, you know? I'm trying to grow it out. It's getting a bit curly at the back, so I don't know how I feel about that, these little bits at the back. I'm just hoping it grows to a point where it kind of flattens out, but yeah, it's kind of crazy, you know? I've never had it this long before, like, especially on the sides. I usually go for quite short on the sides, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm not promising I'm gonna grow it out, but I'm trying. Follow my Instagram at George F. Lato if you haven't already. I post every so often, but I'm gonna try and post a little bit more regularly. And if you wanna see a little bit more about my daily life, then that's a good place to go. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and peace. Oh yeah, don't forget to trim that guy.